Hey everybody, welcome back. Cartel Tycoon. Hope you're having a great day. Remember the cops? Yeah, so they're gonna come and take my stuff now. I'm gonna start pulling people over into certain buildings here to try and protect things that are critical to my infrastructure, because the cops may end up coming over here and doing some bad things for me. They are gonna block this road. Where are you going? This roadblock. I can just bribe them for $2,000 and remove it immediately. That sounds good. Let's just do that. We'll just bribe them. Can I bribe these guys? Can these guys be bribed? I don't think these guys can be bribed. Okay, I'll shut it off. There you go. I'll just shut it off. Cool, right? No big deal. You'll go away if I shut it off, right? No? I didn't think so. So they're going to take that stuff. It looks to me like I also have a notification about gang activity, but I think that's these guys doing something up here, right? I don't think that's me. So I need to make sure that these cops are not going to take out my critical infrastructure, because they can do that sometimes. When you get the DEA involved, they start taking multiple buildings, not just like this, but like once they're done with this, they'll start moving towards others. And I do need to defend myself if they're going to take things like my residences or something. That's a really big deal, especially the Pathos residence. This is the most important building in my entire thing as far as I'm concerned. So I want that to stay here. So I also have a considerable amount of dirty money in here. And I think just as a sake of doing so, if we can get it to happen quickly, I'm going to make a quick rat hole right here. Real quick one. And I'm going to hope that these guys just quickly fill it up without much thought. So just take a bunch of money and stick it in there, please. And once it's full, then it'll just start getting buried, and that'll at least protect some of my dirty money, right? I just need to protect some of it. So that's a pretty good chunk of it. So now we're, of course, burying it, and there's a whole bunch of like notices everywhere, and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're doing something. Capo's coming over here. So we're just going to stack everybody on the Pathos residence in hopes that the DEA does not try to take that. Everything else about our organization appears to be fine, aside from that. And what I need to figure out now, what the next move is, I can't take any stuff. So let's just put bad press up so I can see what the timer is on that. I can't take anything. I've got a ton of dirty money over here that needs to be moved. Yeah, it needs to be moved. And I also would really like to get my loyalty back up, because I just lowered the terror. So it's time to get that loyalty back up. So we're going to go about like, say that. And then also chicken like that. I'm just going to cap out or max out our stuff again. I don't know what you're doing. Specifically, what are you doing right now? Disappointed lieutenants. Character's power is temporarily decreased by 1. Oh, right. It's because of the mission, right? They're disappointed in me. Yeah. All right. So I need to move the dirty money over here, right? It's not happening like I would like it to, and I need to take care of that. So Plantation's been arrested. We're gonna work on that. See, look, they're going after my residence, so that's why I've stacked everybody here. So it's 22 versus 18, and we're gonna attack the cops. We were losing until I got the loyalty up and the people started rising up with me. We were losing that fight. Jorge, you're supposed to be here, buddy. And you know what? Everybody just get over here. Fight the cops. Fighting the cops is really bad for terror, but this has to happen. I can't afford them to take that. So that's why I stacked everybody on it. Okay, residences. We could maybe go and get that. I don't know. We can get this, and let's say this eventually. And also, let's get this connected. That way we have at least something going over here and taking the money out of there, and hopefully going and helping us wash it. So that residence will help us do that. We also have one additional... Oh, let's upgrade that one. We need more stuff on that one. More connections on that one. Aerodrome is looking a little weary here too. It doesn't look like it's getting its money the way it needs. Good thing there's going to be some money in there, finally. And we're burying this just to kind of hide it from the authorities too. But no, what are you guys doing? Where are you going? Okay, you're just going back home. That's what that notice was. Okay, no big deal. Now, if you hold yourself, if you can hold off the cops when they attack you, unless they've changed it, I remember this giving me a big boost as far as like people's approval of me. The other gang's approvals of me goes up when I'm able to successfully fend against the cops, if I remember correctly. Amaranta, por favor. Shh, escuchar. Amaranta Para snaps her fingers and points at the TV screen in the corner of the office in which a white-haired man looks wistfully into the camera. The contents of this bag might look as innocent as candy, but this menace is at the heart of a growing epidemic in our peaceful cities, he says, holding up a clear bag containing a few chalky white chunks. This is crack cocaine, smuggled into the U.S. by depraved individuals, sold to our children, and seized a few days ago by our brave drug enforcement agents in a park just across the street from the White House. I've seen this address before, Senora, including when it aired. Why do you insist now on showing it to me again? Doesn't it boil your blood? El Presidente de los Estados Unidos de America, showing off a bag of cocaine to his público like you'd show a bag of shit to a dog. And those arulamparos will lap it up. No more. It's time someone tightened the leash on the DEA. El Fuego Santo will discipline the DEA, yes. War on drugs. Take control DEA if completed. Allegiance with Cristal will increase a small amount. If failed, allegiance will go down. I'm sure she can take care of it. Allegiance will decrease a medium amount. I want to make friends with her. We'll discipline the DEA. Absolutely. Sure. And now we just get this star back. Great. That's great. She is just nothing but trouble. Everything is bad with her. Oh my god. Un verdadero patriota. I knew I could count on El Huevo to defend our business from this outrageous foreign intervention. All right, what is the mission? Take control of the DEA either by using a mayor's favor or by defeating them in an encounter. Dude. I'm doing this right now. I'm in an encounter with them right now. Let's go. I believe this is the DEA. Yeah, that's their logo. We beat them in this encounter, and we just win that mission. Unless I need to do another encounter for some reason. I don't think I do. Let's just let the time go. We're going to win this. Everyone's getting a little fatigued, though. I'm starting to see our strength might be dropping here soon. But we did win it. War on drugs is done. That is very cool. We have defeated them. Successfully done. Allegiance level has changed. She is now loyal. Very cool. And we could even negotiate safe passage potentially. Trade resources with them to increase their allegiance level even further potentially. So if we're going to do this, they apparently have... Okay, they have cocaine, they have weapons, they have quinoa. They want to buy from us opium. We could sell them opium. Deliver 150 opium to Tetlan in 18 days. We can't do any more than that, but that's okay. And take away 9,900. Okay, so basically selling it to them for pretty cheap, but that's okay because we can raise this. So I just need to deliver 150 of it to them in 18 days. I feel like I can do that. I feel like that's definitely doable. Look at the difference in like heroin. It's ridiculous. 150 opium, 9,900. 100 in heroin, 113,000. Like, hello. Maybe chicken? We could definitely deliver the chicken in 18 days. I think we can. Because we just buy it from the locals. But we already have full loyalty. So let's try the opium. We'll see what we can do. 18 days to deliver that much. I think we might be able to handle that. So our main opium source is seized at the moment, but we still have some opium, right? So what we could do maybe in this situation is we could shut down our workshops. And then in so doing, we could take and allow like these transport companies to just do this for us, right? So this transport company here, what we could say is that you are going to wipe all your sources for a second, okay? So we're going to wipe your sources. Then you're going to connect to here. Okay. You're going to deliver to their cargo that is opium. You're just going to have opium and that's it. And what I think will happen here is the transport company will begin to receive opium directly. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to find out here in a second. Yes. And then their trucks will then start shipping it out. So we should see a truck now with opium on it, sending it over there. Now, I don't think that's going to be nearly fast enough to make this work. I need to turn this back on too. I don't think that's going to be nearly fast enough to actually have this work. So we're going to need to do this probably manually as well. We have, how much opium can we really have here? Might actually be harder than I thought it was. It's actually going to be quite tough because our biggest producer of opium just got seized. And that's no bueno. I'm thinking maybe we can get a plantation over here and just like add another one real quick. This is all too steep. Won't let me do it. Not allowed. It's too steep. Meh. Well, fine. We'll go with farm 2 at least on this. And we can go in and be like, hey, can you give me this at this 89, 98 quality soil right there? We'll grab that one and then another one at 60 here. All right. And then we'll just have these connected to the road like that. And then this one is already connected to this road, but they have to go all the way around to do that, which is no good. No, they don't. This is the warehouse right here, so they don't have to do that. Yeah, the trucks will go through the warehouse, so that's fine. There we go. Let's just build these now and get them running, hopefully. There we go. Farm 2 is done. Transport company now should have lots of opium inside, right? There we go. So let's have somebody like Rafaela. He moves really fast. Go to the transport company really quick. You're going to grab all this opium, right? Let's just say 78 of it's fine. You're going to bring it all the way over to the city, right? Now, I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to go into their city as long as I've got the stuff there. It's not attacking them if I'm delivering things to them, right? I've got an agreement to bring things to them. There we go. They have 24 in stock right now. I'm supposed to deliver 150 of it, right? Let's pin this so we can see it. So we've already delivered 24. Very good. And then the trucks here are also on their way out with even more. There's 18. It's really weird that you've only delivered 18. You are bringing it to the city, correct? Yeah, to the city. So that's 18. We should see this go up then. Okay, it's 42. Good. Then another 12. 54. Okay, that is working then. Good. Leased cars project is researched. Very cool. How much do we have left on this? We are still rocking. This is the laundering potential coming down. So I want a hotel in here. Hotel needs to be in here, and we're gonna spend 12,000 on a hotel in here because hotels are awesome. Okay, I think probably since you're overloaded here and have no coffee at all, that we need this plantation upgraded. And then just to help with like the intervals of everything, we should probably go in and add just like one more of these somewhere. 30 quality soil pretty much sucks. How about we do it over here? Yeah, we'll do it right over here like this. 99% for another coffee field right there. I can dig it. Like this one's getting coffee just fine. And then this is going to get upgraded. Okay. Okay. I think should probably let it run a little bit to get that done. I have so much dirty money. And how are we not washing this very fast? Look at this. Let's crank this up here. All the washing sources need to be maxed out. And And I need to find a way to bring more money here. I'm going to move you over to the seaport. That's how. You got caught up. You must have like arrived at exactly the time that the ship was going to leave, and it forced you into a slot. That's how that happened. Agreement. Deliver resources. Part 1. Oh, it's only part 1, huh? Take away 9,900 cash from Tetlin. Okay, well, I got it. I can do that. That part seems pretty easy. Where the hell is it? You there. Stop. And you're going to turn around. You're going to go get the cash. All right? Go move over here. We have a trade agreement. Don't bring them any more opium, though. Okay, let's not do the opium here anymore. Let's go back to your regularly scheduled programs. And logistically, we're going to take out this. Put that there. Let's put that back. Put that. Would have been a cool thing. We're going to do that instead. And also bring that. Okay? Go. Wild, man. Just wild. Just sitting there waiting for coffee this whole time. Crazy. Coffee will pop. We should now have trucks bringing it over to the workshops where it belongs, I hope. I'm going to need to get another workshop. Not a workshop. Warehouse. Logistics. Warehouse. Just put one warehouse. I think right here. Right there. It's got to happen. Like, there's just... Things are not moving fast enough on these workshops. So, let's get it done. You need more connections too. Residence 2, you're going to go there. You're also going to have the money flow from there. And then I want you to take it for a wash and put it in the amusement park for the wash. Max that out. All right, there we go. There's a lot going on in this game, isn't there? It's like, it'll get you, man. You know? It'll really get you. Let's get this opium out of here, too. We don't need raw opium in here. That's silly. We shouldn't have that happening. That should be being brought over to, like, workshops and stuff. So let's put these workshops back online. Get them back open again. And then they're going to work with coffee or vegetables. It doesn't matter which. This kind of depends on how full the warehouses are. They may have a lot of vegetables. They don't look like they do. No, they don't have that much. This one does. This one has a lot of vegetables. So I think maybe we swap you to vegetables. And we can swap you to vegetables too. That way we can start moving different products again. And then let's go ahead and get that out of here. So we'll go ahead and buy that out and turn it back on. Here we go. Buy this, turn it back on, and get that running again. You could go legal money with it. Okay. Border crossing. Are you available yet? Still confiscating vegetables. Still not letting me send coffee without terror. Fine. Still on avocados only to the border. Fine. Whatever. Look at all that money coming in. Looking pretty good, I think. All right. The agreement is done. Part 2 and all that stuff is taken care of. So we've now removed all the cash. We traded with her. Everything is good. She's almost zealous. Feels pretty good, man. So we should not have any problems from that gang anymore. Okay. Confiscation is going to wrap up here in a second. So we're going to be able to start sending vegetables again. And we can go ahead and do that right now. Get vegetables added to the list again. We should start seeing that stuff heading there. If we're going to wrap things in vegetables, which we don't really have very many vegetables. We have one vegetable field, and we do have some in storage here, so I could swap it to vegetables whenever I want. Like something like that would be fine. The aerodrome is going to cause some terror. It's got a lot of opium and just straight up opium in there, and that's no good. I think I'm going to have... I don't even know what her name is. Sue? I'm going to go with Sue. Sue, I want to have you deliver... all the opium that's in here. We don't need that to be directly in there, so I'm going to bring that over to this. And then let's make sure that we're not having that as cargo anymore. I want these things as cargo, and that is it. There we go. Avocados would be a good thing to maybe have more of, so we can go ahead and do that. And then I'm thinking we just like stack additional workshops, right? Like that's That's how you do it, I think. We just stack additional workshops in here. We could have more opium if we want to, but opium is a really low value thing. I'm kind of focused almost entirely on cannabis at this point. And I think, ooh, man, having that right there would be cool. Could you let me just, can I mess with the spacing there? Yeah, right there. It's a really good spot for that. And then just hit the gravel road to there. And then also to there. That's pretty good. Let's dig this up. We don't need it hidden anymore, so we'll go ahead and dig that up and then see if we can't start washing it again. I think another transport company would be a good idea through here because we can get it hooked up to more connection points, specifically ones that are related to smuggling and moving things around. There's a lot of coverage in this spot right here, so I'm just gonna dive it in and put it right there. There we go. About like that. Should be in range for almost everything. Get additional trucks in here. And then these trucks are going to be connected to a couple of different points. We're going to connect you to the jewelry store, as well as all the way over here to the seaport. And for cargo, we're going to have you ship only the legal goods out of there. Make you level 2 right now. I shouldn't have done you a level 1 in the first place. So quest wise, bad press, we're still waiting for that extra 120 days, right? We know about that already. We just kind of have a well-run organization at the moment, but I kind of want more money, right? I want to make more. Obviously, that's like the goal. Everybody's goal is that, right? We have no active researchers at the moment, and we could be washing more. We really could. We got good businesses. We got the, Riamanos has got some stuff going on, and we still need to get this territory as well. I'm pretty sure Monteleone is still what we need to get here, because that is, yeah. So in order to get that, which gives us even more cannabis and stuff, we need to get this awesome city in the mountains, which I think looks really cool. That's going to give us access to all of this stuff too. And there's a seized air. There's really nothing remarkable about this space particularly. But over here, this is where we had the fertility to have a decent size methylamine center set up here. We could do some methyl on the border here, which is going to be kind of nice for us. Yeah, I'm adding another coffee field back behind this here because I still don't think we have enough coffee going on back here. So these two workshops are like, they could easily handle it. It's just that, they're super full on dried cannabis and they just don't have anything to package it with. So we actually need to produce a lot more coffee here, and that's with this being seized. So we are definitely in need of more coffee in this area. And so I'm thinking if we have any fertility, I'd love to put in a plantation for it. And over here seems like a good candidate for such a thing, if I could get that to happen. But unfortunately, it's considered too steep. So it's going to have to be regular old farms to get that to happen over here. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3 coffee fields. Okay. 100% fertility here too. It's pretty massive. And then all we need now is a couple of things. We need a warehouse that is in range of everything, including these fields. So right about there ought to do it. Right about there ought to do it. Yep. And then from there, I need a transport company that will move things around here. So we'll have a transport company about here, I guess. Be fine. We'll hook up this warehouse. We'll have this stuff sent to these locations. So this is like a, I don't know, sort of like an interim this is like an in the middle location, an in the middle transport company here. And what you are looking to get is essentially just moving coffee if you can. We can get you to move other things too, but for now we're just gonna be moving coffee here. And then logistically we're gonna hook you up to the warehouse and stuff too. You already have right here. So you're gonna hook up to the warehouse. That's one thing. And all of these things will start pulling in coffee for us as we get them set up with the legal money maintenance there. Okay, there we go. So this will pull in coffee, this will get connected to that, and this is going to send that coffee over to these workshops so that we can always have it over there. Okay. Hey, what's up, man? Lieutenant says, I've got buyers, sellers, and manufacturers all up my ass complaining about missing shipments. Where are those trucks? Kumar. It's been 2 weeks already? Huh? Something you forgot to tell me, mijo? Pues, I got word about a planned driver strike involving a few of our transport companies. Decir verdad, I didn't think they would go through with it. Que pelota, que eres? Give them what they want. Spend 1,500 legal money. What? That's easy. Make them like a bullet fired. Not terror. Let them strike for now. Some of your just give them what they want. $1,500 legal money. That's it. That's easy. Like super easy. Like that's really, really easy. So let's just give them what they want. Yes. So my residence is full. It's not sending the money over to be washed. It's just kind of chilling. I've got the amusement park and the circus both added as connection points. And there's plenty of storage for the money, but they're not doing anything with it. They're just sitting here with it. So I'm going to take one of my lieutenants to do this instead. And I'm going to tell the lieutenant to just bring the money over to like somewhere to get washed, I guess. We'll just do it to the circus for now. We should be doing this kind of automatically because I've added it as a connection point. There shouldn't be a reason to do this manually, but we're doing it anyway. So I can get it washed. And then the circus probably is going to fill up. So we want to now start moving this money, the remainder of this money, 15,000. We'll move it over to the hotel. We now have a hotel, which is really good because the hotel can wash money. If I remember correctly. I may not remember correctly. No, you don't wash money. What you do is you are basically a residence that you provide a lot of trucks. Pretty much. You're just a big residence that has a lot of trucks. I love that. I love that a lot. So we're going to add that. The seaport is on there. The ferry is already in range, so that's great. We'll add the aerodrome. We'll add, this. And then let's add maybe this bank over here too. Why not? So a whole lot of stuff happening there. And we should see those trucks all out doing things now, fulfilling requests and stuff. So putting them to work, very useful to have that happen. Okay, I've done a couple of things in here. I've added some coffee over here on this road, on this side. I've also added a warehouse to help manage that stuff. Although, as you can see, it is just full of all this cannabis. I totally didn't do this part. Whoops. So let's get this to be just coffee if we can. I need to get some of my lieutenants to come over here and help me manage this inventory because there's a lot of stuff going on over here. And so let me just move you to over here. We just have so many buildings that are red. And yet, because we're actually managing loyalty really well, error is just down always. I mean, we have people to do that. We're managing this really well. So let's buy another 150 or so spice. Takes our loyalty back up. Sending them to the seaport. And then need to do a little bit of work in here. So what I've done is I've added this coffee field here. Okay. To connect to this warehouse. I probably should get a road that goes in like this too, just to connect it to everything else. So it's connected to this warehouse. And then also we have this transport company. What this transport company does is it moves coffee from all these coffee fields that are, being collected from this warehouse, and it's moving the coffee over to the workshops, which are located here. And so now we should have plentiful amounts of coffee over here. So much so, in fact, that I'm actually thinking we can afford another workshop. So if we can get another workshop in here, and I'm thinking about putting it right about here, should be okay. It's in range of a lot of stuff, so that should be fine. And this warehouse, I believe, all the warehouses and transport companies and stuff should bring that stuff in here to work with it. So dried cannabis and coffee is what we're packaging up here, right? So we should have a lot of that stuff going on. And for some reason, you don't have a road connection. So there's that, and then also that. So let's see this stuff be brought in here. We should see coffee being brought here too, I thought. Oh, it's just out of range of that. That's my bad. The transport company should bring it there then. So instead of this location, we will then have you bring it to this location instead. I suppose I have access to both of them. I probably could have done both of them. We could still do both of them. Yeah, maybe we just bring it to the warehouses instead of directly to the workshops. It's probably better. If we bring the coffee directly to the workshops, to the warehouses, sorry, then they will disperse it for us. I think that's probably just a better way to do that. So let's just connect everything together. But this transport company just deals with coffee. It's not dealing with anything else. We have plenty of dried cannabis as is. We just need to move coffee more effectively. So that's what we're doing now. And this warehouse... Nope. Thought I needed to upgrade something. Oh, yeah, right here. Upgrade this. Another warehouse. As if we don't have enough already. Once again, dried cannabis and coffee is what you deal in predominantly. So we have at least a supply of that can be moved around to various different locations. We can allow the cannabis to happen too, because then you can disperse it to the workshops just better. And if we can increase the amount that we can actually get in here, I'm hoping that that's enough to stop these buildings from being red all the time. See, we have a bit of a problem here too. So if I'm gonna add a dryer here, if I add like a single drying rack like right here, that's in range of this warehouse, we can start drying this out of here real quick, and then just like it gets sent over right away, right? So I think that pretty much takes care of our problems there. So anyway, that gives us more coffee, more stuff in the dryer, more everything, right? And we even have more opium over here now too, which is a great thing to see. Too much opium, which means we need more things like more avocados and more vegetables, and just more of everything is needed apparently over here. Yeah, I could switch the crop to coffee here, and that would give me additional coffee to go ahead and package into everything else without of course we would then need more opium, I feel like, but maybe not. We're doing super well on opium, we don't have enough of everything else. So why don't we switch this to coffee, and then this will give us just again an extra coffee field that can, you know, we can work with that supply with. Okay, as you can see, lots of legal money, lots of dirty money too, and we're moving the money quite well. We still have capacity though. Like, this is barely having anything in there. The bank is like less than half full actually. Lots of money moving on the river now with these this pier and everything. We still have 71,000 sitting here in the seaport. We still need to move through that, and we are using all 3 slots here because we're using it with the legal product to keep the locals liking us, which is keeping the terror down. So what I'd like to focus on next, since we have tons of money to do this with, is I would like to go into the research tree. It is time to start targeting, I can speak, to start targeting methamphetamine and trying to create brand new higher profit margin products. So we need a chemical plant. That's the first thing we need. I don't know if we need lab 3. That's a question, actually. Do we need lab 3? So for meth, we need lab 2. We only need lab 3 when you start going down for heroin. And honestly, we could go to heroin if we, I mean, this is very expensive, right? We have lots of research to do there. I think we'll start with meth because we need these resources, and so we get, the logistics of moving heroin does actually interest me, because we could create some of the resources over here, then we have to transport it down somewhere else because it's, the fertility is all different in these different areas. But we're going to start with meth, and it's going to start right here. This is where our fertility is for these things, and we're going to start working on it in this area here. So to do that, we need to get, of course, chemical plant 3, and then we also need to, we could probably do the processes for it too. I suppose we could make that go faster and also make it cheaper. It's fine. Drying rack 3 isn't needed yet. Warehouse 3 will be really nice to have, but it's not required. Decrease the cost of the road. I'm not really building many roads at the moment. Chemical plant 1, we're just going to skip right over that and go right to 2 right now. So 2 is where we're at there. And then I think if we do get drying rack 3, it leads us into workshop 3, which is a sensational upgrade. So maybe we will get the drying rack 3 just in case. And then we just head right into workshop. And there was another thing I needed before that, though, I thought. Farm 3 would be nice to have, because now we can get chicken and cocoa and all these things. That's pretty nice. Maybe grow our own chicken. That'd be nice too. Let's get the passive income on the plantations lower. And then I want to maybe go in and add. I would love to add extra vehicles to residences and transport companies and things like that. So we have increases the amount of export connections. I do like that. We'll get that one, and then we might as well increase the volume of storage too for our transport companies. So we'll queue up a bunch of research is what I'm doing. We have chemicals already. Chemical 1, we have that available, and so chemical plant 1 is useful for getting hydrochloric acid, but we're still going to need other things aside from that. So if I wanted to, I could go over to materials, go to the chemical plant, and at the moment we only get to have hydrochloric acid, but it is pretty good where it's going to be located. So I don't remember the ratios on everything. I'm going to have to relearn that as I go. That's fine, but we're going to start it back here anyway. So we're going to go 1, and then we'll go with another one right here, unless it's obstructed, which it is, of course. Obstructed right here. 2. We're doing this with... Oh, don't do this with legal money. Oh, damn you. I didn't want to do this with legal money. Shut that down. That's fine. I mean, we're going to just build it, but we're not going to be able to use it just yet. So we'll just shut it down. So we have these 2 businesses here. These 2 things here. I remember hydrochloric acid being quite... like, the need for it being quite high, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to get, like, one more, and then if I could just fit another one in here. Man. One more, please. Right, like... oh, gosh. Come on. Is that good enough? It's just like, it's inconsistent. It'll tell me it can fit, and then it tells me it's obstructed. Even though it's in the same spot. Like, this used to work. This was blue before, and now it's red. It's almost like it's late on the change or something. I don't know. We're going to do that. And then if I can get this road to come straight through the middle here, excellent. That'll hook up all these things to this road network. Like that, like that, and like that. And this road needs to come out and go wherever it needs to go. But for now, I need to know what the ratios are and to know how to, like, tweak everything. So I would like to get a warehouse in here too, if it fits. It will not fit there, so it's going to have to be over here. It's going to have to be a little bit further away too. So it's going to do warehouse 2. So I want to see that it's in range. And so warehouse 2 would be right here, and it would be... This is obstructed by... Yeah, this is obstructed by that seizure, property seizure there. But if I put it here, that does get all those chemical plants. So we're going to pop that there, and that's going to be our warehouse for all this area. It'll operate everything for us. All right, so let's bring this out. Actually, I kind of want to know where everything else is going to be first, because we're going to need labs and stuff too. So let's hold up on this for a little bit. We'll build it with the legal money. That's with legal money. The legal money. Every time I say the legal money, it sounds like I'm saying illegal money. That's not what I mean. We'll shut everything down after it's built. That's fine. And then what I need to do, get a road from this point, and I'm going to make this an asphalt road because I can. We're going to make an asphalt road. Goes right along this border. And I'm going to have it connect to this warehouse. Kind of like this, I think. Yeah, something along these lines is fine. Right, to just get in there. And then that's going to connect to the gravel road from here. So that's where we're going to do that's where we're going to get all the meth going. But we just have to get, we have to get a lot of make sure that our money is stable. Make sure that everything is just rocking and rolling here for me. For the story, right, we still have to capture the region. I'm waiting for bad press to end. That's why I'm not progressing the story. I want bad press to end. And then I can go in and just take all of these in one big swoop because it won't make a difference. We should probably talk to the mayor, though, just to see what they want. So Manuel Pepe Bejorquez, I think that's how you say it, reaches for a vase filled with licorice, black feathers, dipping its end in a small pot of black ink, drawing it gently across the paper in front of him. Is there any need for a man of your stature to act in such a boorish manner? Guillermo Falco motions with the end of a pistol. A lieutenant takes up a position behind Bejorquez. Bojorquez, I think is how you say it. I don't know. Manuel. I'm taking control of this region, Boletta. Is that so? Suddenly, the mayor lifts his quill into the air and plunges it into the back of the lieutenant's hand. They call out in pain, clutching the wound. Guillermo Falco pulls back the hammer on their pistol, but before he can get a shot away, the mayor stands holding the blood and ink-stained tip of the quill against the lieutenant's neck. You wish to have control of the city, see? Well, so do I. Start making sense, dude. Here we are in Monteleon, the socialite state, and yet there are vicious disgaletanos. Here we are in Monteleon, the socialite state, and yet there are vicious descalataros, I don't know what that is, who would seek to spoil our fun. Well, I want you to do what you do best. Wreck, ruin, devastate. Remove them from my region, and we'll celebrate with a party so loud they'll hear it in San Juare. Perhaps you could even provide some means of keeping body and soul apart from... Perhaps you could even provide some means of keeping body and soul apart during the party, too. Guillermo Falco reluctantly lowers his gun, and Bajorquez lifts the quill from the lieutenant's neck. Ah, a fellow Philocast. Okay, so not on the guest list. Capture all gang control buildings in the region. Fair enough. So, knew that was coming. The gang control buildings are, looks like there are 10 of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Okay, so we just need to capture 9 buildings. Really straightforward. It's very easy. It's just going to take, you know... What is going on with this residence? I just don't get it. The residents are supposed to be moving money like out of here. That's fine, but you're supposed to be moving money to washing sites, and you're not doing that. All right, like what gives here, huh? This one has no problem doing it. This one has been moving it to places all the whole time. Same thing with this one. What's the deal with you, residents too? Do you not like washing money? Look, this hotel is holding money too. It's not washing it. Very odd. It's almost like we just are not allowed to wash money here. Very strange. Maybe we build one more building in here. Perhaps this building could be a bank? Church, casino, area depot would be interesting. A cathedral. Ah, very big cathedral. Big, extravagant thing. No, I think I like bank, though. Banks are good. Banks are just really good at washing money. That's all they do. So we'll try to make that work. It looks like we are moving it. Yeah, we are moving it. It's almost like we're just bringing it in faster than we can move it out, I guess. It's just weird because, well, like you're not even remotely close to full. So I feel like you should just be moving it faster than you are because you're not even remotely close to full. All right, I just paid a bribe. It says 2,500 to San Juare for trespassing. So let's take a look at what the heck that means. I'm not sure why in the world you would ever choose to bring the money back through these towns. You're just losing your cash. Why are you doing this? This hotel is choosing to go through all of... Okay, that's not good. So the hotel is losing me money right now. That's pretty bad. Seaport is off the list of your places to go. Good hotel, right? Just take it off your list. You're not doing that anymore, okay? Absolutely not. What a silly building you are. Instead, you are going to go to... I don't know. You're going to go to somewhere else. I just don't know where. Let's send you to that location. Fine. All right. You're not going to go to the seaport anymore because that's ridiculous. Just paying taxes. Like, we're just dropping money like crazy. We have 80,000 left in here. And it does look as though we are just growing our supplies of shipments here, right? We have 101 in the vegetables just sitting in here. So that's wild. And we're going to need more slots in order to sell those vegetables because we keep bringing other things in here. So it's mostly just coffee. And then there's a couple with avocados as well. I think probably we should get rid of avocados coming here So I'm gonna say no avocados here. That should limit the supply here to just coffee and vegetables and should allow us to get all of the stock out rather than having one of our slots taken up by a very small amount of product. And then I would like to deliver a bit more cash. So I think I'm going to take 40 or so thousand and we're going to bring it over to this bank so they can wash it even faster here. And then he's sitting in the bank right now to help that move even faster. So we have some promotions we could give out right now, like a whole bunch of them. And I haven't decided which ones of these I would really like to promote, but I think it's probably truck supplier. I would just have to move you out of the village. I can move you into somewhere else. So I think that's what I probably will do. If I wanted to take a look at the alternatives, though, Rafaela has sole proprietorship. So this is also going to help us with laundering money. We can launder it even faster. So I guess it's about whether I want those 2 extra trucks or I want to wash money faster. I have a lot of dirty money. So yeah, okay, fine. I think I've decided that one. So with that done, we can now promote somebody else if we like to. Mark Harris has researcher and cocoa cultivator. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of production for this. And I don't have a whole lot of interest in production for it either. So we're going to skip that. Researcher is interesting. Increases research speed by 15% if the lieutenant is in the university. While that is nice, I really want you here instead. So, and I kind of want this though. Like, this is interesting too. Selling price of dry cannabis at the smuggling point where the lieutenant is located, increasing it by 10%. So if I position him in, like, say, the border, and that border happens to have that radius, that circle does hit some of the fields, that would be interesting. But ultimately, I think these things kind of clash each other. So maybe I'll hold off on promoting you for a second. And then we've got a couple of extra promotions down here we could maybe try. This is just, again, more laundering in a specific area, but he's infamous, so we don't want to do that. I think just more combat strength would be good there. We can go down Manalo here. His upgrade is kind of worthless to me. Where he becomes really good, though, is in the fact that he has cannabis cultivator, but he also has meth dealer. So that's pretty good, too. If we're selling meth out of a point, we sit him in there, and he just gets better prices for it. I would have to move him all the way up to this slot, though, to take advantage of that, and I already have 2 people in there, so that's probably not going to happen. And so that brings me to this dude, Jorge, which is... I don't think so. Yeah, I think probably we go with the power increase for you. I think is what we're gonna do. Move you up to that slot. Then Mark, I do want to eventually get there. Laundering manager is good too. Specific area is what it says. So I guess if we really need research, we would do that. And if we don't need research, we move you back to cannabis cultivation. Or, no, I gotta wait. I gotta have Paulina first. No, Paulina's the one. Paulina's the one. You're gonna wait. All right, I'll give you a slight increase to your upkeep. That's fine. But other than that, you're gonna wait. Paulina is the one we're upgrading. She's the powerhouse, and she's not a powerhouse until I upgrade her like a powerhouse, right? You have to treat her like a powerhouse, and that means upgrading her. Okay, we can, I think, probably... I don't know how long this video is because it's been a couple of different sittings. I'm playing this during my daughter's naps, okay? I think I'm probably done. We probably have a long enough video now. I'm questioning this, you know? Like, am I at 30 minutes? Am I at 40 minutes? I don't really know. Guess I'll have to go check. Get terror happening here. Ooh, that's a big bump to terror. What happened? Why did you get... Oh, there it is. Coffee is increasing terror. And we just shipped a bunch of coffee through there. No more coffee allowed in here. Now it's just vegetables. Unfortunately, we have a lot of coffee in here, but it is getting loaded onto cargo. And hopefully we don't ship any more here. So now it's all about the vegetables coming in here. Coffee's going to have to be brought somewhere else. Okay. So why don't we deliver a whole bunch of coffee? All of it. Just deliver all of the coffee, bring it back over and drop it off in here instead. We'll ship it out the checkpoint instead. That's probably better for us. We can get, let's say Kumar. I'm going to have you move over here for the extra slot. Let's sell more stuff with you. Okay. And you're getting full again. Isn't that wonderful? This cannabis cultivator thing is like there's pros and cons to it because it's really hard to get that stuff out of here, you know? It grows so fast. You got to just, you know, there's so many things to do with it. I think maybe we go none here and we say we do stuff like, maybe stuff like this. Yeah, maybe avocados too if they have them. So but mostly we're trying to just move this product over to the workshops, and those workshops are completely full. Let's get this upgraded. Bad press is done, so that's gonna help our loyalty in a big way. Very nice. We have really good legal money now, and I think that means it's time, Paulina, to go and take back the land. She will single-handedly clean these guys out. I think that sounds great. We'll just let her do it all by herself. We just lost 8,000 in cash. Why? Limit exceeded. In the city? Why is it in the city? It's not supposed to be getting brought to the city. Which one of you asshats is bringing this to the city? I need to know. Why are you bringing it in here? It doesn't make sense. We don't need the money in the city. We need it in the bank. I don't know who's doing this, all right? But I'm mad, all right? I'm mad, I say. I need to get all my madness. All my madness needs to get out of me. Wait, do we have combat happening right now? Oh, right. Paulina. I thought somebody was attacking me, of course. Let's get you over here. We need to move this money out of here. I don't know what's going on with that or why that's happening. And now I'm getting the infamous guy to do it. Bring it to the bank. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? Every single trip that we just did triggered terror to go up. No, that can't be it. Is that counting? Does that count as leaving the city? That triggered terror to go up, and now the police are after somebody. Although I, for the life of me, can't figure out who they're after. They're going over here. I don't understand what just happened, but that was crazy. Every single little bang, 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 bang. It was just like terror, 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 terror. I have to go back and look at the footage on that because it looked like, to me anyway, that was triggering every single time he moved, like at all. I thought it was supposed to be while he's in the city, and I didn't think a move between buildings in the city counted as leaving the city. But even if it does, I still feel like it shouldn't count. Like there should be at least like a 10-second cooldown or something on that, right? Like there should be a cooldown on that. So that's a little bit wild. Paulina's gonna go ahead and take that building now, and we can go ahead and ease terror. I'm gonna bring it back down. So ask for the favor. And actually, I should do it from somebody else because I've already paid him a lot, and it's cheaper if you do it from the other person. So I'm going to tell this person to ease the terror here, and then they're going to be like, hey, something embarrassing perhaps. Yeah, sure, it's worth the sacrifice. And we'll do that. We lose a little bit of loyalty. We drop the terror down to nothing, and then we go over here and we buy a bunch of spice. And now, just like that, we buy the spice, and it'll go back up, hopefully. I mean, I'll buy more spice if that's what it takes. It is there. Okay. So it was supposed to go below this level. We were supposed to lose the entire level. So it was supposed to go down past this point. But now it only went down this far. So, I mean, at least there's that. Let's go ahead and buy a bunch of chicken here too. Bang. It'll bring it right back up. Okay, so the cops are off of our ass now, and the loyalty is back up, and everyone can just chill out. We have like $500,000 in legal money now. I think I don't want to say the game's over because I don't know what's after this from the story, but Cartel Tycoon once again showing me that it's not that challenging of a game. Domination, man. Okay. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you guys will have a great day. I think this is probably the end of the video at this point. How could they make it harder? How could they improve it? Very simple. Stop making it so powerful with loyalty by buying things. I should not be able to just pin this to full by buying chicken at a random village. I should not be able to do that and also simultaneously instantly sell it for legal money for more than I bought it for. That, like, it's just so powerful to be able to do that. So I think that they nerfed that a bit, it would be a huge help to the difficulty of the game. Just saying. Okay, so we've got 200 in this warehouse right here, in this warehouse too. We have 200 packages of dried cannabis in coffee. We have like 1,000 dried cannabis just sitting in here and not being shipped out. I've added this transport company to have this as a source so that it will hopefully pull that dried cannabis out of there, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. So I'm thinking it's maybe because there aren't enough trucks to do that, but it's just unable to do that. So it looks to me like I'm going to need like maybe this transport company to go ahead and do it. You should be able to do this. Yes. And then I want you to send anything you got to somewhere to ship it out. So we're going to go there. Hopefully this thing sends trucks here to pick up this stuff because, I mean, we need it to be picked up. There it goes, finally. So, whew, we're going to have a whole lot of dried cannabis being pushed through this border right now. And avocados is going to gain us loyalty. Well, isn't that nice? Let's switch everybody to avocados for a bit. Why not? We can. We have lots of them. So we'll just switch these. This one can be switched. Yeah, this one's switched. We'll switch this one to avocados too. We got a lot of them. So let's just do that. We'll ship it out and we'll gain some loyalty from that. Why not? Let's do it. Coffee can go through here too. There you go. We should see coffee getting just zoomed out of this area and brought over here. And you know what? I can make this even faster. It'll be a bit more expensive for now, but I can make this even faster by just going like this. We'll just get an asphalt road. Is this wasteful? Yeah, kinda. Is it cool? I think so. Because now we can use this road. If they shut down the paths and stuff, we can use this road. It's a shorter path and it gets us to the same, the same destination. So that's great. We have over 500,000 in legal money in the bank. That's pretty sweet. We've got Paulina down here, just like doing her thing, taking out the locals, the local gangs and stuff. And then we've got Mark Harris. They covered all the ground, devoured everything growing in the fields and the fruit on the trees. And in words I might understand, locusts, mi capo. Una plaga upon our farms and plantations. They're destroying our produce as quickly as we can grow it and might threaten to spread to other farms. There is no time to lose. We have no choice but to raze the infested plantations to the ground. All right, scorched earth. Burn the building to prevent locusts from spreading to other farms or plantations. But if not burned, locusts can expand to other farms and plantations. Okay. That seems a little zealous. Plague of locusts. Spend 2,000 legal money. Locusts will be exterminated in 7 days. Wow. That seems like the better approach. You need to read a different book. Okay. Well, other farms might become infested and unable to grow produce. Obviously, we're just going to pay the 2,000 legal funds. Why not? Professionals who deal with this kind of thing. I suppose that might work. Yeah. Like, just bring in the pest control so they can take care of it. It's not a big deal. Look at all the coffee in here. My God, I should switch all this stuff. There's so much coffee in here, and there's not nearly enough opium. You know, I gotta switch this thing back to opium, and then I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna switch it back to opium and then upgrade it because we clearly need more opium in here than anything else. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm switching you to opium too. Like, this is just ridiculous. Way too much coffee. Alrighty then. So I think with taking this territory, right? We've got Paulina coming in here, doing her best, doing her awesome stuff. She's not close to promotion, though. I need to get her up and close to promotion. I would really like her to get that 2 power increase is really good. I like that. She's already 4 by herself. She's going to be 6. Then she'll be 8. Then with the combination of the other 2 at the same time, she'll be a 10. It's just... Pauline is very good if you can upgrade her all the way. So this is the infested farm. This little thing right here is the infested field. Got a little skull crossbones thing on it with a bunch of like little clouds or whatever, right? So it can't grow produce. I mean, who cares, right? That's it. It's not like it's stopping it from growing anything else. It just can't grow produce. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's a big whoop-de-doo moment right there. I think we get another workshop in here. I think it's necessary. We're gonna get another one right here, like this, and then you know what? Like screw it. I think we're gonna go with another transport company right here if we can too. Just get them all in here. Why not? Although this one here might be a little bit too close, or it might be a little bit too far to the left. I think I need to adjust that positioning a little bit so that it's in range of the other warehouse. So right, see that little semicircle that's right there? Kind of want it to be in range of that warehouse, and it's just not gonna go. I guess I could put it here. Not the worst idea. It's still pretty close to everything, and there's asphalt roads right there, so it's fine. Put it there instead. And then let's just make this gravel to there. We won't be able to get gravel quickly to there, but that's okay. And then I'm tempted to bury the money now. We're washing it so well, I don't need to bury it. I don't even know where it is. 300,000 in dirty money. Where is it? Got to be the seaport, right? This is usually highest volume, but it's not though. It's not that at all. In fact, because of the coffee ban on this, we're not really shipping anything out of here anymore. I could say avocados are allowed here, I guess, but we're not sending anything else. Yeah, avocados can go. There they go. Avocados will be like, see ya. We're going off the seaport now. Of course, shipping it out of here is going to give me, more loyalty or whatever, but I've got plenty of ways of getting loyalty, so no big deal, right? You know what? Look at all this. We have a lot of product just sitting in here not being able to ship because it's only one slot. So I think actually what we'll do is have you come over here, get on a plane, and then you are going to do the same thing. Get over here and get on a plane. We need to get these other products out of here too. And so if we this is a wasted trip, right? One plane for avocados is a wasted trip here. So no more avocados here. Let's get big full planes like this. Yes. 8,400, 6,000, etc. Get nice full planes and ship that stuff out of here so we can get it over to the bank and the jewelry store and all the places where it's supposed to go. Yeah? Like the church isn't doing anything for me anymore. Oh, what's this? You are creating a fuss now, aren't you? Okay, we're going to upgrade you so that your storage goes up, and then we're going to have to tweak your cargo. So stop, tweak your cargo, and you are once again just doing this. You just do the legal goods right here, right? That's it. Then you ship things out. Where do you ship them? You can ship them there. You can ship them there. Right? You can ship them over here. Easy. You can ship them over. I want you to potentially get money. You can send it to the bank, for example. You can come over here. You can get things to there. All those different places you can send things to. You can do all of those things. You are a warrior transport company. You are all those things. We're even going to manage you with dirty money because we can. All right. We probably should do all the transport companies with dirty money. Let's get you hooked up because that's not hooked up anymore. We'll get the bank hooked up if it's not already. Yep. And then let's send out the river as well. River pier. Yep. Okay. I think I've pretty much taken care of this video. There's a lot of stuff going on, but without us being attacked constantly, it gets a lot easier to not be attacked. Just make friends really quick. Right. So we'll go ahead and take that building out. And then we'll start working our way over here to take these 3 out in the next video. So we're at 250,000 legal money, by the way. We have a lot of dirty money, but if I just, I could go to meth. I could go get meth going, but we don't need to right now. It's just a matter of getting it washed as fast as possible. And that requires us to take new territory because all these different city elements, all these different places in the cities, they wash money. At least I hope they wash money. So this is washing it kind of, but not really. Let's bring more in there. We can have this, which is washing it at its peak performance. Very good. We have the bank should be in here. It's washing at its peak performance now anyway. So that's great. There's a lot of money sitting in this residence. It keeps getting overflowed. Or keeps overflowing. So that's a thing that we have to look at too. We can deliver more of this money if we want to. Maybe over to the other bank. Even just like drop it off in there. Just to move extra money around. But it's going to come to the point now where we're going to need to consider at least maybe taking one of our neighbors down so that we can wash money faster. And I think Sanware is a wonderful candidate for that to happen. Yeah? I think they're easily ready for the taking, and I'm ready to take them out. We're going to take their city. We can set up all this stuff. This crystal right here ready to go, assuming there's fertility for it, which, given that they've set this up here, I would think there is. Yeah, a little bit. Cool, that's fine. We don't need to unlock the tech for it because it's already right there. So we'll just unseize it, use it, and then start shipping it out with, look, coffee. Ship it out with that, or we can ship it out with the products that we're buying from these guys. We have 500 chicken in here, just sitting in here, waiting for somebody to move it to any place that could help us. We put it in a warehouse here and then start packaging up with we package it up with anything, right? We package it up with the meth and workshops and stuff. So how about I just deliver one chicken or a couple chicken, whatever, just enough to where this isn't full anymore, right? And then we can buy things like spice if we want to, and we can buy like this much spice just to keep the people happy, right? And then you still bringing the chicken? You shouldn't be bringing chicken. Did I say unlimited? I didn't mean to say unlimited. No, I just wanted to bring a couple, but it's fine. Maybe you were bringing spice. I don't know. In any case, I'm kind of rambling on right now because I don't know how long this video is. I record these like during my daughter's naps. So if it's a short one, it's a short one. If it's a long one, I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. And we hopefully will see you next time. Some other time. Yeah. Whenever you decide to come back and watch another video, that's when I will see you. Okay? Bye-bye.